It is not your job to change the minds of people who do not like you. It is your job to love yourself and to understand that who you are made to be will naturally annoy people who are not on the same path as you. It is your job to take good care of yourself, to reach your full potential, and to be everything you were meant to be. It is your job to love yourself and to realize that worrying about what everyone else thinks is a heavy load you simply do not have to carry. For so long, you might have believed that being a good person meant making sure everyone around you was happy and comfortable, even if it meant making yourself uncomfortable. But that is a trap. When you bend over backwards to fit into places you do not belong, you break your own spirit. You lose your own voice. You must wake up to the truth that your life belongs to you and your energy is far too precious to spend on trying to convince the wrong people of your worth. When you stop trying to make everyone understand you, you finally get the energy to build your own life. Knowing this is the key to true freedom. You need to know that just being your true self will naturally bother some people, but that is not a bad thing. It just shows you are being real. Think about it for a moment. When you are doing your best, chasing your dreams, and living with a clear purpose, you will bump heads with people who like staying stuck or who are afraid of anyone being different. Their fear of change is not your problem to solve. You have to stop saying sorry for taking up space and start taking care of your own life. Your main job is to protect the special spark inside you. If someone finds your light too bright, they can look away or put on sunglasses. You do not have to dim your light just to make their darkness feel more comfortable. This is a hard lesson to learn, but it is the most important one if you want to be truly happy and at peace with yourself. Loving yourself is not just a warm feeling you get every once in a while. It's a daily choice to grow instead of just trying to be liked. It's a firm decision you make every morning when you wake up and look in the mirror. You have to change how you look at the world. Stop staring at the closed doors of people who reject you and start looking inside yourself at the massive potential waiting to be used. When people get annoyed by you, it usually just shows they are unhappy with themselves. They see you doing things they wish they had the courage to do, and instead of cheering for you, they try to pull you back down to their level. When you stand strong in your truth, you show people what real freedom looks like. To people who are still stuck in their own fears and rules, that freedom looks like you are just being bossy, loud, or causing trouble. You have to be totally okay with being the bad guy in someone else's story if it means being the hero in your own story. Trying to make everyone happy is the fastest way to become totally average. If you try to please everyone, you wash away all the colorful, amazing parts that make you special until there's nothing left but a boring shadow. Reaching your full potential is a mental battle against the parts of you that want to hide just to make others feel okay. Your talents, your weird quirks, your loud laugh, and your big dreams are not mistakes. They are tools given to you for a mission that only you can do in this world. Ignoring these gifts just to fit in with the crowd is a huge mistake. It's like having a beautiful singing voice, but choosing to stay silent forever just because someone else in the room has a headache. Taking good care of yourself means protecting your mind, keeping your peace, and not letting toxic thoughts grow in your head. You are the boss of your own life. Think of your life as a beautiful garden. A good gardener doesn't let their garden die just because the neighbors across the street don't like the types of flowers being grown. You must water your own plants, pull out your own weeds of doubt and fear, and wait for the beautiful reward that is meant just for you. If other people want to look at a different kind of garden, they are completely free to go plant their own. The journey to being your best self is often very lonely, and you must prepare your heart for that truth. As you grow and change, you might lose friends or stop fitting into the places you used to go every weekend. The jokes might not be funny anymore, the conversations might feel empty, and the drama will just feel exhausting. This loneliness is not a punishment for doing something wrong. It is a way to clean out the noise so you can finally hear your own heart. When you're constantly surrounded by people telling you what to do, how to act, and what to wear, you forget how to listen to your own soul. When you stop worrying about people judging you, the quiet moments actually become a huge blessing. In that silence, you can focus on what you are really meant to do. This does not mean you have to be famous, rich, or known by the whole world. It just means doing things that match your deepest values every single day without needing an audience to clap for you. Doing what you are meant to do is about showing up for yourself, even when absolutely no one is looking. It is choosing what is right for your soul over what looks good to other people on the internet or in your town. You must understand that the version of you that others don't like is usually the exact version of you that is most ready to step up and grow. Loving yourself means accepting that you are great at some things and still learning and making messes in other areas. It is giving yourself the grace to change, even if it completely confuses the people who only knew the old you. People will try to keep you stuck in the past. They will say things like, "You have really changed," as if growing up and getting better is a terrible crime. They want the old you because the old you was easier for them to deal with, easier to control, and easier to keep in a neat little box. But your job on this earth is not to be easy to deal with. Your job is to become strong, wise, and totally full of life. You have to grow until your old life simply cannot hold you anymore. You have to build a new life that fits the massive new person you are becoming. This huge growth will make people uncomfortable if they liked you being small and quiet. Let them be uncomfortable. Let them whisper behind your back. Let them walk away if they want to. That discomfort is the price you must be willing to pay for your complete freedom. You were not made to be a tiny puzzle piece that fits perfectly into everyone else's boring picture. You were made to be the artist who paints a whole new masterpiece. You have a unique style, a unique voice, and a totally unique path. The sooner you start walking that path without looking back over your shoulder to see who is following you, the sooner you will find true, deep peace. As you step fully into your power and stop hiding, a beautiful thing will happen. You will start to find people who actually fit with you. These are the people who do not want you to hide, who are not scared of your bright light, and who know that your success does not hurt them at all. They will celebrate you, push you to be better, and love you for exactly who you are, without ever asking you to change. But you have to be patient. Until you find them, you must support yourself. You have to be your own biggest fan in the quiet moments when doubt tries to creep into your brain. You have to be the one who looks in the mirror and says, "I am doing a great job and I am proud of myself." You are the only person who will be with you from your very first breath on this earth to your very last breath. Everyone else is just a guest in your story. Be nice to your guests, serve them well, and treat them with kindness, but never hand them the pen. Never let them write the script of your life.
Taking care of yourself means setting strong, serious rules about how people are allowed to treat you. It means saying a firm no to anything that drains your energy, wastes your time, or makes fun of your dreams. Your time is super precious, and wasting it trying to prove your worth to people who have already decided to misunderstand you is terrible for your spirit. Your worth is a solid fact. It is not up for debate, and it is not a negotiation you need to win. You do not have to perform silly tricks to earn respect. When you move through the world with quiet, steady confidence, the world will eventually get used to it. They might not like it, they might not throw a party for you, but they cannot stop you. The complaints and whispers of the haters are just background noise to a really great life. Once you tune them out, you realize they were never that important to begin with. You stop giving them power when you stop giving them your attention. Committing to yourself and your own growth is actually the absolute best way to help the whole world. You cannot pour fresh water from an empty cup, and you cannot lead others to a good, happy place if you have not gone there yourself first. By taking care of your own needs and shining as brightly as you can, you show others that it is safe for them to do it too. You become a living, breathing example of what happens when someone decides to stop apologizing and start living. You must march to your own beat, even if you are the only one who hears the music right now. Trying to match the beat of unhappy, angry people will only make you lose your own way and forget your own song. You have a special melody inside you, and the world desperately needs to hear it, even if some people decide to cover their ears. Do not stop playing your music for the ones who refuse to listen. Play it louder for the ones who are waiting to hear it. In the end, when you're old and looking back at your whole life, the only opinion that will truly matter is what you think of yourself. The people who are judging you today will not be there to answer for how you lived. You will have to ask yourself the tough questions. Did I protect my spark? Did I do the things I really wanted to do? Did I have the courage to let some people dislike me so I could be whole and free? Did I love myself enough to walk away from tables where respect was no longer being served? The job of loving yourself is what keeps you steady when people's opinions change like the wind. One day they love you, the next day they do not. But your love for yourself must be like a giant rock. You are a free person, made with a purpose that is completely your own. Hiding who you are just to please the wrong people is the biggest waste of the miracle that is your life. Stand tall, take a deep breath, and keep chasing the wonderful person you were always meant to be. Every single step you take away from needing people to clap for you is a massive step towards your true, unstoppable power.